What's going on, everyone? My name is Ollelito, and today we have a brand new video on my channel where I will be showing you guys the recap of the road to glory. I know this is kind of like my highlight video of the week because I know that you guys love the recaps, and I love doing them myself. I've hired an editor as well that's keeping the videos a lot better for me, which I appreciate a lot. And I'm in the end putting a lot of effort into this, and always trying to be better at what I'm doing, right? So taking YouTube seriously, Twitch seriously, I think you guys all understand that by now, right? So next week I'm going to the Netherlands, going to prac a lot for the next 2v2 tournament, and after that we will of course be back with YouTube, etc. But we won't be uploading a lot the upcoming week, so you just know that beforehand. But now let's just jump right in to the recap. So we started off this weekend in a very, very tough way. I think all of you guys have already seen my team. It's a pretty decent team, we were playing with Dzeko Rulebreaker, Bailey Rulebreaker, Phillips Rulebreaker, Saha Rulebreaker, and that was basically because I wanted to try out different stuff. And when these kind of shots are going in, it's hard, and Liao decided to pass this one to Dzeko, who put that into the goal, actually. A beautiful finish from Dzeko, and he was actually one of the better players in the squad, not gonna lie. He was kind of the star man, like he was stealing the show a lot from like the fact of like Saha, for example, or Liao. So Dzeko was scoring a lot of goals, but in the tougher games he was most often actually not really involved in much of the play. As you see here, a bit of a lucky goal with Liao, but the worst player on the squad, chat, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to tell you in the rewards video as well, because I know for a fact that I was saying that as well, and that was Bailey. I was really, really disappointed about him because he has a decent card, his stats are good, and I was expecting a lot from him, but he didn't manage to deliver in the end of the day. When Dzeko scores that red time, you just know that he is a typical finisher, right? And he also has that kind of lengthy running style. He has the lengthy, so he's very quick in behind. Not really a player that I advise. I think it's depending on your playstyle in the end of the day, and for my playstyle, the lengthy players, just by playing with all lengthy players or aiming to play with all lengthy players, doesn't really work because they are not really like quick turning with, etc. I need like a mix in between, Like on my main account I have Genola, who is lengthy, but I have R9, who is not lengthy, So I'm trying to switch it up a lot to become even better, but I'm trying to learn how to play with the lengthy players as well. As you saw there, quick in the background, we were playing the 4-3-2-1 formation, which were working pretty good for us. As you see, we got some rage quits in the background, but we were also playing against some tough opponents this week, not gonna lie. And it was one of the worst weekends, I guess, for me, as the finish wasn't the best. But we managed to get a free win here versus I'm Trash. I appreciate you, bro, if you're watching this video. In the background here, you see the squad a bit quick. And I was like, nah, I can't play with Magnan anymore. I need to get a different keeper. And I was like checking Ederson, Alisson, De Gea, and I decided in the end of the day to buy Alisson, actually, who is a good keeper. He didn't do anything crazy. He was just like a keeper that I thought was just like, okay, decent. And I discarded these two players because I was so close to afford him. And yeah, after discarding these ones, I was able to buy him for, I think, 41k coins. I think I ended up buying him for, which was, I guess, a decent price for him. I think he, as I said, I think he was a decent keeper. But in the background, you see my squad. We all also had Godfrey, as you see there, Rulebreaker. He was also one of the worst players in the squad. I expected not a lot from him, but he had some decent stats, and I think he was lengthy as well. So I was expecting him to be good at least, but he wasn't. Like, he's a no-go. And the same goes with Bailey. I think these two were like the main two disappointments in the squad and two of the worst players in the squad. We had Spilazzola on the left back, who was not so good, but you don't really expect a lot from him, as he's like 2k coins, not even that. So as you see there in the background, I'm vibing a bit. And that was because, I was playing, I guess, pretty decent up to the point where I think I lost my head a bit, and I think that will show you guys on the gameplay a bit as well, right? It's one of these kind of games in the background where he was playing good and he was doing good things with his team, but you can't really give me this chance. I thought I was going to miss this one, by the way. I was having an open goal with Barreya. I passed it one more time, and I think it was Dzeko managed to slot it home in the end of the day. And again, Dzeko scores when we need him to, and we win that game 3-1. No, not 3-1. We were actually winning that by like 7-2, exactly 7-2, and Dzeko scored 4. So I mean, Dzeko, I was checking his stats afterwards, and he had like I think 60 points in like 30 games. So he was like doing either an assist and 1 goal per game, which is actually very, very good for a striker. And we also managed to get a free win here from Tingus Pingus, who is a very, very good friend, because he managed to get our win, which I mean helped us a lot, you know. Even though it was, as I said, a tough weekend, these kind of free wins often help you like mentally, you know, just getting a free win, right? And you feel like, you know, you're just cruising. And this guy in the background had a good team. And before the game even started, I already managed to score the first goal. On Joris, he had Araujo and Varane, I believe, but he was actually really, really good, this guy, Uli Bengts. But this is one of these games that I shouldn't be losing. I was leading 2-0 here, and I was like, okay, now I need to focus a bit more, but then I didn't really focus. Scores 2-2. Pretty quick afterwards, he already scored that third, and here he is again. I think I'm reading this pass. Godfrey once again, I'm standing I mean in front of the pass, but it's so assisted, so he scores 3-2 in this game. And I mean, we were going to do a bit of a comeback, I guess, but in the end of the day it didn't really matter too much. Or did it? It actually did. Rafael Leao scores 4-3 for us in the 107th minute, and in the 16th minute, Leao finds none other than Korea at the back post, and we managed to win 5-3. And that was a great comeback, by the way. We were losing 3-2 in the 78th minute, but I can't let these kind of games slip. And this was going to be our, if I'm not mistaken, first loss. I don't know, I will never know how Korea scores that from that weird angle, and Alisson is not saving that, but he scores to make it 1-0. And his Cristiano Ronaldo was just going to cause us problems. We see Spinazzola's defending here is just, I mean, outrageous. It's so bad. I don't know how he's not marking the guy on the second post there, but it is what it is. He managed to make it 2. And from here, we were having a tough time, but we find a very, very good cross to Barrea, who passes that to Saha, who is able to make the goal and scores 2-1 for us. And on a good build-up here, Dzeko finds some space with step-overs, passing it in to the second post, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, we managed to score 2-2 in the 84th minute, and I was very, very happy. But then he was going to score off kickoff with his Falcao, I believe, and we unfortunately lost that game. And I think from here is where it went a bit bad, you know. I started to lose my head a bit. I don't think I deserved to lose that game, especially after that good comeback, but that's FIFA for you sometimes. And in this case, it happened, and I can't really do a lot about it, but we managed for another time to get a free win against this beautiful human being. And I mean, just after a loss like that, getting one of these free wins means a lot, right? So it helped us, and we were going to be in a one-on-one position with Zaha Green. He should be scoring that every day of the week, as he does. And then Dzeko once again with his lengthy play style. You see in the background, he's very, very quick in behind, and he shows that as well, making it 2-0 in this game. And Edin Dzeko once again, a heavier touch to be able to just run with him, and then a green time chip into the back of the net seals us the victory, and he was going to rage quit after 3-0. So the last game, either getting rank 2 or rank 3. Started off very, very bad. Darwin Nunez finds Jota, who slots that home into quite an open net, right? And I think we're getting a bit lucky here, finding the ball to Bailey, who finds Leao on the counter attack, and we managed to score that to make it 1-1, which was a very, very nice kind of bonus. And here, as you see in the background, 4-2. But to be honest, chat, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was lying a bit. This was not our last game. But we managed to unfortunately finish rank 3 on the RTG. I think it's still a decent achievement with this squad, but in the end of the day, it was a very, very tough week for us on the RTG, basically. Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. But please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a nice comment in the comment section down below. Please let me know which players you want to see on the RTG next week. I think our budget is around 1.1 million coins, or around 1 million coins. So most often than not, I want to build a team around one player, right? So please tell me in the comment section down below. I will like the comment. I will probably be a bit more active in the comment section down below. Please join the Discord as well. That's linked in the bio under the video. I'll see you in the next one, chat. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye-bye.